In early February, we held a full-scale 8-hour exercise to test how we would respond to a gas leak, with the potential to disrupt service to a large number of customers. We simulated an emergency exercise in 2 locations, one in the field and one at our Surrey office. That's where we activated our Emergency Operations Center, otherwise known as the EOC. The purpose? To test our plan, to give employees a chance to practice their response, and to practice the way information is coordinated between decision makers both in the field and in the EOC. We prepared carefully for this exercise. There were several planning and briefing sessions for employees in the days and weeks leading up to the event. This includes a safety briefing on the site before the exercise begins. And the exercise is underway. A simulated gas leak is noted by both the crew on the site and by the closed-circuit camera. Following safety protocols, a crew member takes a reading to check for the presence of gas in the air. The reading is positive. He reports this fact to gas control at Surrey Operations. In the discussion that follows, a perimeter is established around the leak and the crew withdraws to a safer position away from the transmission site and the leak. An operations manager is called in, briefed, and asked to travel to the site to assess the situation. If necessary, he will set up an incident command post in order to coordinate a response. Meanwhile, the director activates the Emergency Operations Center and begins to confer with the response teams, beginning with the operations chief and planning chief. These team leads will call in their own teams as the response continues. An EOC director assumes command of the EOC. Teams called in to support him include operations, planning, logistics, risk management, finance, and the public affairs emergency team. Everyone involved in the response will work together to gather and analyze information to help coordinate the response at the site. The operations manager arrives on the site and sets up an incident command post at the perimeter. He is briefed by the crew and he begins assessing the gas leak and what is needed to repair it. Emergency services arrive at the site, including the Abbotsford Fire Department. The site is now under unified command. This means there is a joint responsibility for the response. Each agency acts independently and in collaboration at the site level. FortisBC is responsible for any operations within the perimeter, and the fire department is responsible for any operations required outside the perimeter. The incident commander and the Abbotsford Fire Chief brief the crews on site regarding the operations response. The gas will be shut off and the damaged section of pipe will be repaired. There is enough gas in the system for several hours of service to the community. The goal is to repair the pipe without affecting service to customers. A solution has been identified and responders in the field and at the EOC are working together to preserve the integrity of the system. The public affairs team is keeping stakeholders informed, answering media calls and briefing the executive team on reputation-related issues, and providing updates to the contact center to ensure customers and public concerns are addressed. Members of the FortisBC operations crew and Abbotsford Fire Department on site prepare to enter the perimeter to shut off the gas wearing self-contained breathing apparatus. The EOC director is following these events closely with regular briefings from the site and with the EOC team leaders. He shares this information with the executive and passes their input to the team leaders and to the site. Gas is now under control and no longer leaking from the pipe, and it is safe to bring in the equipment needed. In this case, a piece of equipment called the Plidco sleeve is used to repair a section of damaged pipe. As the repairs are underway, risk management and public affairs teams confer with the executive to guide the response and to coordinate information sharing with the appropriate stakeholders. Protecting the integrity of the environment and managing our corporate reputation are 2 essential ingredients in every emergency response. The repairs are complete, the gas flows have been restored, and there have been no impact to customers. At the debriefing sessions, the outcomes are clear. This exercise succeeded in its purpose to practice a high-impact gas leak on part of our transmission system. This is one of 3 full-scale exercises FortisBC is planning for 2015, along with several tabletop exercises. This program helps us keep employees safe, protect the integrity of our systems, provide hands-on training, and develop relationships with external stakeholders like emergency services. FortisBC is known for its excellent safety record, and exercises like this help our team stay prepared so they can effectively respond to an emergency situation.